Morning, everyone. Try to record this video to show Ross. This is Ross right here. He's laying on my lap. He's doing very well. I've been giving him his medicine. And he's been doing good. I'm so trying to get him in here. Oh, this is perfect. This is us. I'm so devastated on what happened to my dog. I know people, not everybody's an animal lover, and people have different relationships, with their pets, but for me, I've had Ross for, since he was 10 weeks old. I've had him for 4 years. I've lost many things. I've been through a lot of trauma in the last 4 years, and what's been consistent in that time is this beautiful, loving dog that has provided me emotional support, especially at times when I'm feeling very isolated. And he gives me, unconditional love. And, to see him have such a horrific injury like this, it really broke my heart. It made me very angry, and scared, because he could have died and that would have destroyed me, because I just love him so much, because we have such a strong bond, human and dog, very strong bond. And I treat him like a baby, he's my fur baby. And he had several back toes amputated, and when I saw that, it was so hard to see it, and I was just so upset. But I know I can take good care of him, and he can heal, and he can have a full recovery. I know that's possible, and I hate to say this, but it was a horrific accident. That's what I'm supposed to call it. But I don't really believe it was an accident. I mean, I typically try to avoid escalators with Ross, but I've put him on escalators many times over the years, although I try to do elevators more often than not, and nothing has ever happened to him on an escalator. And then come Saturday night, Harvard Square Station in Cambridge, a place that I hadn't been in so many years, his back paws get stuck. So much so that, he's bleeding tons of blood and had to get several toes amputated. Like, how does that even happen? He's never had an issue in an escalator, ever, And the fact that I'm homeless because of political reasons, and I've made a lot of people angry, I do believe that somebody deliberately tampered with the escalator so that my dog could be brutally injured or possibly die. That's what I believe. I can't prove it, but I 100% believe that that's what happened. Someone who works at the Harvard Square Station or MBTA, who is very angry with me, probably, an evil racist, decided, hey, I'm gonna just tamper with the escalator. It all happened so fast, but almost like too fast. Like the people were around there too quickly. You know what I mean? But I'm just gonna leave it at that, because I won't be able to prove that there was somebody who committed a hate crime against my dog and found joy in animal cruelty and almost killed the thing that I love more than anything, But that's what I believe happened. It makes me so sad that someone would come after my dog, and to see him in that type of pain was just so scary. And I never want something like that to happen to my dog. And I hope to find safe housing soon, because these incidents, it's really showing how dangerous it is for me, how I'm fighting for my life, how I'm fighting for Ross's life, and that these things continue to happen. and that I can, if given the opportunities, of course I can secure housing, of course I can work full time. Of course I should have good credit, it shouldn't be destroyed. This is institutional racism, and it has me so trapped. And it's gotten to the point where animal cruelty happened, a hate crime against my dog. You know, this poor little guy. You know, it hurts me, it makes me so, so angry that something like this happened to my dog, you know? And I know when things like this happen, people want to discourage me from making videos or being afraid, and I'm not going to stop making videos. Or discourage me for going to the emergency room if I need to. You know, they're not going to stop me from doing that, you know? But it does hurt me that someone would hurt my dog, you know? Someone would come after the thing that I love the most. I think that's very evil. And I just really hope that this will end soon. I know that most white people aren't white supremacists, but there's a lot of white supremacists, and I need protection against them to make sure they don't hurt me or my dog again. And I need the opportunity to get out of this situation once and for all. It's too dangerous. It's too inhumane. You know, and we both, me and Ross, deserve better. So thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.